Hey everyone, my name is Alan. Today I'm going to be showing you my new mod, Sketches and Blueprints, for Minecraft version 1.7.10. So it's an older version, but this is a copy and paste, kind of like a structure create mod. Not create like the new mod that's out, but something, it's like a building mod, which there aren't too many of for 1.7.10. So I thought I'd give this a shot and see if people like it. So this mod introduces 3 items. It introduces a sketchbook here, the first item in my inventory, an architect's quill, the second item, and then the third item is a blueprint, which I don't have in my inventory because we'll need to have an architect create the blueprint for us. So in general, the sketchbook, this is what you use to copy the structures. You kind of like sketch down your structure into the sketchbook. You can view your structures in it. And then the architect's quill. And the sketchbook, you can craft it by using 1 light blue wool and 1 book, just a regular old book, and a crafting table. The architect's quill is crafted using 1 gold nugget, 1 feather, and 1 ink sac in this pattern in a crafting table. And this item, when you give it to any villager of any profession or any trade, it will turn them into an architect villager. And the architect villagers, I'll show in a minute here, they will, for a price, if you pay them emeralds, they'll turn your sketches into blueprints. And then the blueprints can be used to paste your structures into the world. So let me just demonstrate this first with the sketchbook. To copy structures, first I'll use it without a structure. It takes 3 right clicks of the mouse, and then it'll prompt you, give you some prompts in the chat window, which I'll walk you through here. So the first thing is when you right click, it will open up your sketchbook and it'll have this hovering blue cube in front of you. And what you'll want to do is you go into the front of your structure, so the front face of it, into the bottom left corner. In this case, I want the bottom left corner to be just under this roof block. So I'll right click there. And now that's locked that, it's kind of like pinned it in place. Now you want to set the other pin with the second right click in the back right corner, which would be here. So I'll right click again. And now it's locked in place. And you can see the chat window is asking if we want to save your selection. We want that to be yes. So it's important though, when we save our selection, that we go back to the front face of the structure to save it. This just lets the programming know that we want this to be the front face of our structure. Otherwise, if you save it and you're facing this direction, it'll make this side the front face, and that's not what we want. So we want this to be the front face. Come in here, get rid of the what's that called? I'm forgetting the /, and then it says save your selection, enter yes or no. Without the /, we'll enter yes. Now it's prompting us, please enter a name for our sketch. Maximum of 15 characters, including spaces. So get rid of the /, and then I'll just name it something like my house. Now it says a few things. It says the sketch was saved as my house. It costs 52 emeralds, so you can trade it. Have an architect villager trade your sketch, and he'll turn it into a blueprint for 52 emeralds. And it also gives you a story thing here where it says, what a rough sketch. I'm sure an architect could turn it into a refined blueprint for a price, that is. So now let me turn it back to day. Oops. If I can type. Yeah, so now we can see any of our saved sketches in the sketchbook by coming here and using the command sketchbook underscore list, list all the sketches. Currently we only have one saved in our sketchbook called My House, and it tells you how many emeralds it is. So now if we want to get a blueprint, we first craft an architect's quill. We come over to any villager. Currently you can see, I think this is just is this a mason, or is this just a regular villager? It doesn't matter. Whatever profession they are, you give them an architect's quill just by right-clicking on them, and it'll turn them into an architect. So here we go. Villager transformed into an architect. And now, if you right-click him, you can see he currently has one tradable option for your blueprint, My House, for 52 emeralds. I'll go ahead and just cheat in some emeralds. And he can hold multiple blueprints as well, not just one. So he'll show up with any blueprints. So I'll just show you real quick. If I save this structure. Oops, didn't mean to put it in the painting. Oh well. I can come over here, just save it again, name it recipe. Now if I come back over to him, I can see he has our recipe blueprint and then also the My House blueprint. So we're going to trade the emeralds for the My House blueprint. And now if you're in, let me put my game mode to survival mode. So now I'm in survival mode. If I take the blueprint and I place it anywhere, like I click on a block, it'll spawn the structure from the bottom left corner, and it will remove the blueprint from the game. So you'll have to purchase it again from the architect if you're in survival mode. If you're in creative mode, it will not remove the blueprint. So I placed it. We can see it looks the same. You can go in here. Chess, it's definitely a bug. It's kind of a what's the word? It's not really a bug, but it's like a weird feature of 1.7.10 where chests are placed in a weird direction depending on blocks around them, unlike in future versions. So, but yeah, you can see it retains items in the chest or in the furnace, or in the crafting table. Works with torches. There are some bugs that I haven't worked out yet. Let me just visit our page here. So please note that trapdoors, levers, and buttons tend to pop off when you spawn your structure. Pictures, I haven't added support for that yet, so picture frames will not work. Chests, we just saw, are not rotated properly. And tile entity blocks, this one's kind of a given, but from other mods, it'll kind of break tile entities from other mods. So those are furnaces, crafting tables, blocks that aren't just blocks, but they do things. These will not work when you spawn them. It'll kind of break the function of the block. So there's that. Let me just show lastly, there are two other commands. The other command, so we have sketchbook list, of course, but also you can erase sketches from your sketchbook by using the command sketchbook underscore erase and then space, and then you type in the name of the structure you want to erase. So I'll erase My House. You can see that it got deleted. And now if we do sketchbook list, we only have that one structure saved. So that's how you can save and delete structures. And then the last command in the mod is it's summon underscore architect. This will just summon an architect, but it only works if you have cheats enabled on your world. So there's that. This mod is kind of still in the works, but this is, the most important functions are here. Obviously, it can be a little cheaty because you can put like emeralds in your chest and just like duplicate them. So maybe I'll add something for that. But for now, I just wanted it open-ended. Okay, and the last important thing to note is not in the game itself, but the file where your blueprints are actually saved is if you go to your .minecraft folder, you go to your saves folder, and then you click on the world itself, and then go into data. This is where it'll be called blueprintstorage.dat. So it's a data file. This is where the blueprints are stored. If you open it up, it's not gonna look like much. Right, it's all encrypted to save space, and then essentially you can easily copy this and paste it into the data folders of other saves, or of so it's easy to send it to other saves that you have, or to friends if you want to send them a structure. It's as easy as just copying and pasting that file into this data folder. So that's all for this mod. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this mod can be found on Curseforge. You can always DM me, or you can just leave a comment here in the comments section. So, all right, hope you enjoy the mod, guys. Happy 2026. Bye.